There's no way this could be the right address. Where the hell am I? Hello?
Hey. What's going on, man?
Hey.
Welcome to the Crack House. Sunday GUNDAY.
What's going on, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. I am down here in North Carolina today with Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins.
I gotta get it out of the way up front. This is Mike from Mr. Guns and Gear. A lot of you guys probably already know who he is. What are we doing today, man?
Yeah, today, so you're gonna be doing your first impressions on this gun. I only have probably 100 rounds through it at this point, so it's still relatively new to me, but it's the Smith & Wesson Shield 2.0. This is a 4-inch model. It comes Optic's ready version, so it does come with the Shield dot there. High vis sights, 2.0 texturing, performance center, trigger in action, so it's kind of tuned up a little bit. But the new, the 4-inch rather, is a very new offering from Smith out of their performance center. A lot of people, they look at this and say, why is this Optics ready, but some of the full size aren't?
I'm guilty of that, man. Every time I see the guys from Smith & Wesson, I'm like, man, please make the regular M&P series with an Optics ready cut.
Right. But it is what it is. And it's cool though, because it's cut in such a way that it actually does co-witness even with standard height sights. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, I'll let you get a first mag impression, see what you think.
All right, man, let's do it. Sweet. All right, guys, back for my first mag impression. You already shot it before.
Sorry.
And it's all good. You guys aren't gonna hear anything that you don't already know about my thoughts on the Shield, because I did recently do the Performance Center Shield with the ported barrel.
Okay.
Have you shot one of those before?
I have.
Okay, very similar to that, obviously. If you guys wanna check out that video, I'll leave a link for it right up there above Mike's head. And trigger on 2.0, to me, much improved. Not a big fan of the articulating trigger. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, so I agree. It's awesome. The 2.0 trigger is great, and then the Performance Center is better.
It's definitely better. There's a significance there, you can tell.
There is. I don't mind the articulated trigger. I get why people don't like it, but I've never seen a downrange hindrance of me shooting it. That makes sense.
I will say too that this version of the trigger is definitely better than the previous one, like the Gen 1s. The articulation in those was way more pronounced. They kind of swept up a little bit more. So it's not bad. I mean, I am a fan of these triggers, especially with the improvement.
I like how it has the over travel stop built into the frame.
That's true as well.
It's a good feature. It's smart. My early 1.0s didn't have that and had a lot of over travel.
So they would come all the way back.
Yep.
Grip's pretty straightforward. I am a fan of the 2.0. A lot of people don't like that. They're like, oh, if I carry this appendix, it's rubbing up against my stomach a little bit.
I carry a 2.0 Shield inside the waistband a lot. We were actually just talking about this at lunch.
Yeah.
And I've never had that problem.
I've never had that problem. At first, it feels way more aggressive, like when you pick up a brand new gun, obviously. But after you're putting a couple hundred rounds through it, you understand why it is the way that it is. Right. I believe the Shield is a little less aggressive than like the 3.6 and the 4-inch on the regular M&P line. But yeah, I am definitely a fan of that as well. High vis sights are nice, and this is where my opinion is going to kind of change a little bit compared to the previous video. Point of aim, super natural for me. I think it's for you as well.
Yeah, it's a 1911 grip angle.
Yeah.
So most people are going to point it very, very naturally.
Like if you're sitting around and I want to point at the target, I don't even have to look. I just kind of point my finger at it and it's going right there. The Optic, they don't really make it clear who makes this, but if you are familiar with a bunch of the Optics out there, this to me is a Shield RMSC.
Yep. Agreed.
It's not metal, so this is some kind of polymer, I'm assuming. Yep. It does have the same kind of sight cutout trough down the middle, so you can actually co-witness here with the regular high-vis sights. Again, I'm a big fan of those as well. They're sucking in all the light out here, and we got some pretty good conditions right now anyway.
The Optic though, one thing, sort of I guess a con, if you want to think of it that way, is that it is auto-adjusting. Right.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, there's no buttons or anything on there.
No, yeah, it's auto adjusting, so it is taking in the surrounding light and projecting off that. So low light situations, if you're using like a TLR6 or something on there, could be an issue. Of course, like I said, though, you do have the ability to co-witness, like Talon just said. So pros and cons.
Yeah. All right, let's shoot this thing a little bit more, and
yeah,
we'll come back for some final thoughts.
Absolutely.
So as you guys probably know, I tend to shoot Smith & Wessons and especially shields pretty well. So this distance shouldn't be too much of an issue as long as this red dot is zeroed. Let's check it out. Pretty sweet. Can you beat that? We can push the target back further until one of us starts missing a lot.
Yeah, I think this is good, honestly. Anyway, we can't let him have all the fun, so we'll see if we can hit at this distance as well.
Seven for 7, baby.
No doubt about it. Gun's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
For a pistol, especially this size, can't be mad about that.
Small pistol to be shooting that far.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Crack house for life.
Crack house, baby. All right, last one. Gotta be a mag dump.
Let's do it.
But you gotta give the people what they want.
Bonus mag.
Yeah, buddy.
Bonus mag for the win.
All right, guys, back for some final thoughts on the 4-inch Optics Ready shield. What's one of the first thing that comes to your mind?
Is shootability. I think that's where all of the shields shine in the sort of concealed carry market. Some of the smaller 9s, you kind of feel like you're giving up something to have it. I really don't feel that way with shields, particularly with the 4-inch here. It feels like you're shooting a quote-unquote real gun.
Yeah, this is more like it's more of an approachable gun for me, even for newer shooters. I mean, there's a lot of good features on it. Like you said, you're not really compromising anything by going with a smaller gun like this other than round count.
Sure.
One of the things that you actually mentioned I left out of my Performance Center shield video was the cleaning kit that comes with this thing.
Yeah, so I obviously don't talk about cleaning kits in videos.
I don't either.
Why would you?
Yeah.
But this it's pretty impressive. Like when I first pulled it out, I was like, man, this is a legit cleaning kit. Like you could absolutely maintain your gun for thousands of rounds with what comes with it.
Yeah.
It's all metal tools, patches, brushes, everything.
It's a nice little clamshell case too.
Yep,
so.
and it's like sealable. It's nice.
Very cool. One thing that we did do was tweak the red dot sight a little bit, just to kind of put that red dot right on top of the front sight post here. And I mean, like you saw, we're shooting pretty accurately out to, what was that, like 40 yards?
That's about 40, 45 yards.
45 yards, so yeah, this is definitely a win in my book. Price on these things?
Yeah, it's the MSRP is high. I'm not sure offhand what it is. I think he's actually looking it up.
Look.
But street price is obviously going to be lower. I was looking around. I think Palmetto had a real good deal on it the other day, right? 500-ish price range. The MSRP though I think is over 800 bucks. But you have to remember, for that you're also getting the Optic.
Right.
So that's something to consider as well. So you're getting the Optic and fiber optic sights, and of course all the performance center action, those sorts of things.
All right, that took a little while to find, but it's looking to be about $450 without the Optic and
the 550-ish with
$550-ish.
the Optic. That's street price. We just obviously we're Googling that right now.
Right. So if you're a fan of these guns, to me, I mean, that is worth it, obviously.
Yeah, if you look around and just look at what like a Glock 43 costs, obviously it's right in that ballpark. And of course, it doesn't have the performance center features with it when it comes. So
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could envision seeing in the future is like a 43 with a MOS version, but then you have to buy the shield to put on there. So
Sure.
yeah, I think there's a lot of good value here, especially if you're looking for something very specific. There's a bunch of different SKUs of these guns.
there are.
And I can't wait until the 3.6 or the 4-inch comes out where I can throw an RMR on there.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to that.
I don't think you're alone.
I know.
I'm a fan. Like I said, I've been shooting this one for a little bit now, and still no reliability issues at all, which is common with the shields. They're definitely have a good reputation for not having reliability issues. This one, like you said, there's a few SKUs, does not have the external thumb safety. Some do. If you guys like it, you have the option here with this one.
And one thing, I mean, shooting at my range, there's a lot of grass cover and we're in like the woodland area. Here there's sand everywhere and there's like sand in these magazines, and this is a good place to test guns, which
Yes,
is why you're here all the time
All the time.
shooting. So
Every gun gets sand in the action.
Yeah.
And it's not, I'm not dumping it in there, it just does.
it just happens, it's
Right.
natural. So very cool, man. Well, I appreciate you having me out here and
Absolutely.
filming videos with me. If you guys don't know Mike, definitely check out his channel. I'll leave a link for it up in the corner and down in the description below. What else do you want people to know? New videos every week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, if you are new to this channel, consider clicking subscribe. I also make new videos every week, and that's going to be all for today. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.
Let's do the intro.